Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this, whenever you're watching this, welcome, welcome. I'm recording this on the 11th, but this is for the week of the June 14th through the 20th. And I hope you made through the solar eclipse. Let me tell you, that was some pretty powerful energies, very low vibrational. Oh my gosh, it was not a day that I really would like to repeat. And it's not for me, but for my friends and things that they were going through. But anyway, so we're headed toward a full moon though, guys, not until next week, but we are headed toward a full moon. So get ready for those energies to change again. So for those of you that are brand new, my name is Patty. I'm here to do your Divine Intuitive Tarot. And what that means is I call on my downloads and my messages to be straight from divine or from the angelic realm or your ancestors that give wisdom. So I never know who's coming through. I just know that this is for the good and this is for your journey, your path, your questions, things that you're frustrated with, having struggles with, things of that nature. So hopefully this will help you in some way. And if it doesn't resonate with you, maybe somebody's name will pop in and you'll think of somebody, a friend, maybe it's for them. So don't forget to share. And if you like the vibrations of this channel, please like, share, or subscribe. I do a lot of uploads and live videos. So just so you know, when you subscribe and hit the bell, you'll be notified when all those are on. Like the full moon will be coming probably on the 22nd, a reading for that. I have a new video coming out. I'm almost to the end of editing it for hopefully helping people understand and get through the survival, healing, and living through the process of sexual abuse. Divine has asked me to do that. It's very transparent. I tell you my story, give you tips and tools and how to spiritually make it through your process and live a whole life again. So watch for that. So if you're not subscribed, hit the bell and you'll know when that video's up. I'm almost done with it. I'm trying to get it done before vacation. So last announcement, I am going on vacation after 4 years. I am getting a vacation. However, I'm going to be still doing lives. I'm going to surprise you guys with bonus readings from Universal Studios in Florida and Disney World. So I'm also doing some travel agency stuff while I'm there. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell and you'll see those bonus ones. Those will be live so you can chat with me. And hopefully we'll find a nice, fun, quiet location for you to see. All right. So let's get started. Week of the 14th through the 20th. I'm excited a little bit because there's no solar eclipse energies. There's no full moon energies this week, Virgos, because holy Toledo, it has been some type of a month already. And I'm just like, I have got more coaching going on than I expected. So, and you can get coaching. You can ask me questions. I always give you a free consult for an hour. And then if we need to go and do more, we can do more. But if you have a question, just email me and ask it. I don't charge for those kind of things. Why would you do that? This is a gift. This isn't something I really charge for, unless you're, it's going to be a deep one-on-one kind of a thing. Okay, so let's get started. This is the Divine's card for those of you that are brand new. This is the message he has for you. Maybe you're asking something. Maybe you're on the fence about something. Maybe you're unsure about something and you need some confirmation or just a little nudge to help you go. This is his message to you. Now, it may resonate with you. It may not. May not resonate right now, but maybe something in this week you're going to like, oh, that's what she meant by it. So it is the word risk. I got to change my light because it is not good for these cards. So I'm trying to angle that a little bit so it doesn't shine. Risk is the number 4. Okay, number 4 in numerology is getting your balance, your foundation, some stability back in your life. Or if you are there, trying to figure out what is creating that positive stability and staying there for the moment because you want to stay in a high vibrational realm, pretty much. Okay, so the divine is saying, do you need to take a risk? Do you need to step out of this box? This is up to you. I don't know what your question to divine is. However, because sometimes we get into that complacent, I just feel safe here. I just feel safe here. We can't grow in safe. Okay, sometimes we cannot grow in safe. We need to move. And divine may be pushing you to move and take the risk, as long as it's for good. You got to know that in your intuition, whenever you take a risk and you say, I don't know, but if it's for good, if you're not feeling that low vibrational pull and it's for good, it's time to leap in faith, per se, trusting in that second dimension. Take that leap of love and high vibrations and light. If it's not of that, then you don't want to do it. If there's confusion in the dating, okay, somebody's talking about dating. I can hear dating. Some, what about this guy? What about this girl? I don't know who this is. But if there's any confusion from the get-go, no, because that's low vibration. That's what, if you want to call it Satan, the demonic, the lower vibrations. This is lower frequency energies. No, stay away from confusion or anything that's going to create, questions of like not sure, that kind of a thing. That's not the risk divine is talking about. Divine's talking about a high frequency risk, okay? As far as being good, feeling good, having good energies in it, because it's supposed to bring you joy this week. This is your current energy card, guys. This is the 14th through the 20th. This is to bring you joy. Whatever this risk is, he's saying it's to bring you joy. And there is the number 10 here, so something does maybe have to go away in order for this risk to happen. Maybe you have to sacrifice something a little bit. Maybe you have to move away from something or someone, to go to the light. Go to the light. That's where joy is. But no, on all seriously, you definitely, this is sort of really true though. This is definitely really true. You want to go to joy. Sometimes to get to joy, we have to go through some pain. Good morning, Star. Welcome, welcome. So we have to go through pain sometimes to get to that joy. We also have to go through some risks to get to that joy as well, Virgos. Sometimes we have to do that, step out our comfort zone, step out of that box, which is really, really hard to do because we're such a creature of habit and we don't like change. Look at 2020. So many people struggled with 2020, having to be home, having not to do anything. Man, I loved it. I loved it. I was in heaven. I was able to live in my little sanctuary at home and be happy. That is the big thing with you guys, is joy has to be internal. You should be able to go anywhere in any situation and find joy, at least a little bit within, or a peace within, because this is about your mind process. This is your future card, guys. I'm trying to get this so it's not, I got to change my camera, or not my camera, but my light, because it's angling funny. So this is your future energy. Now this is also going to last through July. We're at the tail end of this energy. Don't ask me what it is. Don't ask me why, but there's a lot of transitions going on in a lot of people's life. All I keep hearing it, even in our life, and my daughter can't see what's going on with hers, but I can. However, we're going through a lot of transitions for the better. It's just people have a really hard time thinking about it being better. They're like, how can pain be better? How can suffering be better? Because you're supposed to be learning something in this process. It's an intellectual thought process. This is more of an intellectual analysis. This is the divine saying, take this pain and suffering and learn and pay attention to what it is that I am doing to grow you to that higher frequency. There is a transition going for a lot of people right now. And I don't know what mine is. However, I see my daughter's and I'm so excited for her. She cannot see it, and I'm not going to say it until she actually jumps in faith, takes the risk, and she's going to see this in a very short time, because the divine, she does not understand that it is a timing thing. The divine has really, really waited for the perfect time for her mindset, her heart to be in the right place, and to be sick and tired of being sick and tired of being the same way. Stepping out of the box, taking that risk. And I am so excited for her, because she started the process nervously. However, divine, when it's divine working in your life, you have to really pay attention to these thoughts and everything that you're doing, because he works fast. I've never seen her get this thing so fast that, and I'll just say it, she's going back into school. So she's been to school, she's trying to finish school. And it's been a fight ever since to try to get back into school with her mindset and her heart. However, right now, it's like, okay, I'm sick and tired of doing what I'm doing. I don't like my job. You get sick and tired of sick and tired. And so she said, okay, I'm going to surrender. I'm going to start school. I'm going to see what God's going to do. And bam, 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 her transcripts and her registration, boom, boom, boom. She could start school tomorrow. That's the divine, guys. That's stepping out and taking that risk on something good for you. Sometimes she's like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know. It doesn't matter what you know or it's your emotions and feelings that are trapping you to stay limited. Okay. So this is going to bring joy. This is going to bring joy for somebody. But again, this future energy, somebody's thoughts, words, and intellectual, that is the number 11 to bring something together, because the number 11 turns to number 2. Number 2 is about bringing something together. Divine only brings things together for good. If there, like I said in the beginning, if there is confusion, if there is frustration, even in a relationship, you got to ask yourself these intellectual questions and analysis of, how did this get started? Why did it get started? Did I manipulate it? Did they manipulate it to make it happen? Or did divine actually pull this and bring us together? Most of the time, he didn't. Because we get lonely, we get frustrated, we get our biological clocks ticking, we get horny, we get whatever it is that we manipulate that, and then we end up having more roller coaster rides than we ever wanted to. All right. So really think about what is happening in this week, and it may not even be showing up right now, and it might be the tiniest risk to maybe make a phone call to somebody that you all of a sudden thought of after years and years and years. I don't know who this is for, but if you get that sense to make that phone call, make it. There is something, I got goosebumps. There is something going on in that other person's life that they need to hear from you, even if it's, hello, I was thinking of you. Something is going on that other person's life that they have no clue you're going to give them a call. However, this, I believe, this is really weird, because I was watching, I like to learn other tarot readers, how they read. And if I don't even remember, this lady is older, and I thought, oh, wow, another older lady. And I watched her, and she said, you'll be receiving a telephone call. Her card was, you'll be receiving a telephone call. And that was for Virgos. And I was like, now I'm trying to give you guys that message. That is weird. God works in mysterious ways. In fact, I watched 2 or 3 tarot readers, and they all had the same similar message for Virgos that week. And I was like, this is interesting. It's interesting how divine works, how the supernatural works, the second dimension works. All right. So just if you get an urge to call somebody or reach out to somebody or text somebody or message somebody, do that. Somebody, I don't know if they're hurting. I don't know what's going on. However, don't hesitate. Follow your intuition in on that. Now, if it's an old relationship and you're like, man, I don't want to do that, then don't. Listen to those low vibrational versus high vibrational energies. All right. This is to bring joy to somebody. Thank you. So they said it's going to bring joy, like they really needed it. They really needed it. All right. All right. So let's get started here. I don't know why I started with these ones. I guess I'm just, I just really love the Waite deck. I guess it's just, going back to basics. Sometimes it's really good to go back to basics, kind of a thing. I just don't know why I keep going back to this deck, because I got so many decks. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go to someone's past a little bit. So somebody, I don't know if this is recent. I want to say this is part of the core foundation of somebody. So we have the King of Swords. And I don't know if you were blessed with both parents or just one parent, because a lot of divorcees out there. But somebody in your life in the past, in a masculine figure, excuse me, it could have been an uncle, could have been a dad, could have been a grandpa, and I don't feel grandpa. It could be. I just feel that there's a masculine, an older masculine that wasn't truly honest with you. You know, I honestly believe that your world was rocked a little bit because you really truly believed in this masculine. You truly believed, and you found something out that really just sort of showed the side that you didn't like, and that wasn't truthful. Again, there's that confusion. There's that, you know, disillusion. There's that deceit kind of energy there. Even though they may have been doing it to protect you, there was something that came out or you overheard. You know, I feel like, you know, you overheard it through like them arguing or through a door or something of that nature. But it created you not to trust them anymore. So this is where your core foundations of not really trusting a masculine, that is really hard because you keep going back to somebody lying to you. Okay, somebody not being honest with you. And now that you're growing up in your maybe 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, I don't have a lot of 50-year-olds on my channel. I can see what the ages are. So it's really interesting. The analytics of being a creator is very interesting. However, this has carried into your future. This is sort of like I talk about in the new, it's going to be called Picking Up the Pieces, the sexual abuse video that'll be out here before probably the next week, the end of next week, is that we carry that foundation with us into our adulthood in making our choices in a lot of things. And it could be work, it could be our friends, it could be relationships and things of that nature. And it's not true. Okay, so it's not true. This is not true. So even though that person may have lied or been deceitful, that masculine had lied or been deceitful, the risk for you, and this is what the divine is saying, I don't know if you have a masculine coming into your life or is in your life and you're questioning it, and questioning oh gosh, you're loading me. Can you slow down, please? Okay, so the thing is that, gosh, they're just giving me all kinds of downloads, that you need to take that step back and to be understanding that that person from the past is not the person that you are working with or being with right now. Okay. You might have caught them in maybe one lie, which is maybe that is it. Everybody lies. I'm sorry to say this, but every freaking person on this earth lies. Every single person, whether it's, oh, we're, keep a surprise birthday party, don't tell anybody. That's still lying to somebody. It's still being deceitful. However, it's just an innocent. However, it's a lie. Okay. But as we move forward into our future, when we compare that old masculine, whoever that was in your life, to a new masculine, it's not fair. It is not right. It is not giving that person a chance or comparing them. Again, this is your future. This is your intellectual thoughts, your thoughts and your words, and how you're perceiving that. And the risk is to step out on faith and give that person a chance and leave that old person behind. That's a healing. That's a healing because somebody let you down so bad in your past that you have to carry that to your future, which has got to stop. It's got to stop because you're hindering and limiting your thoughts and your process for your future. This is the number 2, bringing something together. But if you start there and compare this new person with what's going on in the past, you're going to split it up. Okay. So this is for somebody's past because right now somebody is just freaking frustrated like no tomorrow. They can't sleep. They can't eat. They're trying to think of things. They're afraid. The fear is overwhelming because they keep going to their past. Gosh, you guys. Got to let go of the negative parts of you. The thing is, if you take a look at this masculine, and maybe you overheard something, and maybe it sort of crushed you for the moment, and maybe for your future too. I mean, in my case, the sexual abuse carried. However, the thing is, you have to sort of look back and outweigh, was the good in this person more than what was the broken part, because when you lie, you're broken. Okay. Was this the broken part of him that you, or her, that you want to pay attention to? Or do you want to remember the good things about that person? Because a lot of the times, this is human nature, that we look at all their pain, all their scars, we look at all that negative stuff. How many times do you go to another person and say, you know, should I stay in this relationship? Should I not stay in this relationship? What do you think of him? What do you think of her? And you're being ridiculous, because you should be going to your heart and your spirit and saying, what do you think of her? Because you're allowing Earth to manipulate a relationship that divine might be trying to have come in. This is pain. This is our sorrows. This is our wounds. This is our battle scars. This is everything. And you're staying there. Okay. And it's not bringing you joy. It definitely is not bringing you joy. This week it's about to release. Okay, before the full moon on the 24th, that is time to release any of that pain and sorrow and everything that's going on that's causing you to limit, because there's something coming that you need to jump in on. And it might be just a conversation with somebody. This might be a conversation saying, hey, you know what? I just need to ask you this. You know, are we on the same page? Are we friends? Are we dating? Are we in a relationship or whatever? Because the next cards are beautiful. And it's going to be up to you. We're right in the dead center of the reading. And the next part is beautiful. The next part is so beautiful. So you have, I hate saying the wish card. This is actually your blessing card, your rewards card, however you want to call it. It's coming to you. There's a celebration of it, not only just with your friends, but everybody around you. And then this is your challenge card here, but I'll share this with you anyway. There is a newness coming. There is joy coming. There is love coming. Now, it might not be love in the way that you think, oh, yeah, oh, boy, she's saying I'm going to get a boyfriend, going to get a girlfriend. There's loves in all kinds of ways. You just got to know what each one is and what you're looking for and what you need. Okay? Because in the center of this is vulnerability. This is a very childlike, happy, growing behavior. This is freshness and newness. This is also an energy that is exposing, which means to become vulnerable brings that number 2 bond together. So ladies, if you want a male to understand you better and grow closer together, be vulnerable, share. They're going to want to fix it, but that's not. You just need to, I need to share this with you. That's all I need to do. Just let them know I need to share this with you, and share something vulnerable to you that they could actually feel a little bit about. That's going to make them feel important. That's being vulnerable. When a man does that to a woman, you better listen, because that man is very, very much in love, or loves you, or is really trying to show you how much he cares. Because how many men do you know that are going to be vulnerable? Not many. So this is a really important card. The reason why I say it's your challenge card is because you don't do this. Virgos, you are more introverted. You are more wanting to stay inside. You're more actually, what do you call that? I guess introverted. However, taking the risk to be vulnerable is huge for you. Taking that risk to be vulnerable, to share your thoughts and your words at a higher level, and to step outside your box is very scary to you. So, but the great thing about it, whoever you need to do this with, maybe it's this person that you're supposed to call or whatever, it's going to bring joy, because that's your current energy card. All right. Definitely. We're at 23 minutes. Where did the time go? Oh my gosh. See, like I told you, they were downloading me with so much stuff. I had to stop them because I could unpack and unpack and unpack this. It's like I got to keep down to the basics, or I'd be here for an hour or two. Definitely coming, guys. Your reward, your blessing is coming. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is the number 9. See, the number 9 on that card means that it's intense. It's almost here. It's almost. Don't stop it. Don't stay comfortable and complacent and compromise. Thank you. The word I heard was compromise. Don't compromise, because that's not what divine wants us to do. Compromising is like sitting on the fence. put, imagine a wood fence and you're sitting each leg on the other side. Is that comfortable? No, it's not. In fact, if I'll make you sit there for 2 hours, how's that going to feel? It's going to be really uncomfortable. That's what the divine is saying. Jump on one side of the fence or the other. Okay. Wow. So we have the Page of Cups. Beautiful Page of Cups. Page of Cups is really an interesting card because the Page of Cups is growing in maturity. Okay. Page of Cups is now probably one of the older pages that's finally sort of starting to get it in a little bit. And they're thinking a little bit more. They're processing a little bit more. Should I do this? Should I not? Very creative. Also very stylish. So they're now, instead of just hanging out in their sweats and clothes like me, but they actually begin to take care of themselves, look better, have a little bit more accessories. Sort of like when you go through a breakup, you want to look better. You want to, maybe do your hair. You want to do, well, guys, I don't know what they do when they break up. They probably go work out and try to get bigger muscles. I don't know. But the thing is, for ladies, we want to look ourselves a little bit better for the next chance, right? So this is really beautiful opportunity because there's maturity here. There's growth here. There's somebody that's actually sort of going to the next level. I find it interesting because it's in front of the oh my gosh, the Nine of Wands. Got a lot of nines here. You've got the Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups. Wow, I just realized that. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 nines, guys. 4 nines and a couple tens. So this is definitely a time to really stop one process and start another. This is a time of maybe for somebody a new calling coming up. Got to be open-minded. Got to be open-minded because this is the card right in the center, the 5 of Cups. This is a card that is going to hold you back. That's that low vibrational thinking. That is that energy that is the negative thinker. Is like, I'm going to think of every excuse not to do this rather than, oh my gosh, than an excuse to, oh my gosh. I'm just talking about this, right? About this negative thinking. I'm just talking about it. This is the next card that flipped. Stop. Another 5. Very unstable, very unhealthy, very toxic. So you're being toxic to yourself. We also have the Page of Pentacles now. Not as mature, however, it's a new foundation. It is something new, something coming, towards you, a message of creating something new, a foundation. This risk is going to be really good for somebody. And it's not only going to bring you joy, it's going to bring you maturity. It's going to bring you to the next level of where you are and possibly to a new calling and a new purpose. Because this is more of a core foundation, a solid foundation. And it's right next to the 5. It's going from 5 to Page. It's going from unstable to stable. Okay. But something is coming to an end. Remember I said there's transition in the very beginning in the intro? Something is transitioning to whatever you wanted. Whatever you wanted, whatever you've been praying for, whatever you've been meditating for, whatever you've been doing that. So the divine, you better be talking to the divine a lot because he's getting ready to send you something. So you make sure, whoa. So make sure that this is something that you have been really wanting. 3 of Wands for your future. Acknowledgement. Okay. Definitely an acknowledgement here for somebody. And there is a celebration because this is not only a celebration that, finally something is coming to you. It's like my daughter last night. I just need a win. This is sort of like a win for you. This is sort of something good for you, but it is not only good for you financially or making more stability, but it is something for your soul and your heart's desire. So this is going to take you. You've got to trust in this because this is your challenge card. This is not what you do well. So the thing that Divine's saying, if you receive this, make sure you share this. And not meaning, it's sort of like when I had a miracle happen when we were going to close my business. In one day, I said, hey, at the end of the day, we need this amount of money before we close the doors. And long story short, went through prayer, went through meditation, went through a prayer chain, went through everything. And I didn't believe in it that day. But the last place I went to, the last barn I went to, there was a miracle standing there, a multi-million-dollar person who gave us the money, didn't loan it to us, gave us the money to keep the doors open. So this is what I'm talking about. Then I went and shared that story because that's not my money. That's divine showing me that we actually have been given the money through the grace of God. I'm telling you, and that's what we need to do, is we need to share that. Whatever you're getting, whatever you're being blessed with, whatever you can turn around and stop thinking negative about, but positive, even if it started out as painful. Gosh, it was painful. We were going to lose the company that day. It was painful. I was in tears all day. But God turned it around and he gave me what I needed. Guys, this is sort of what's happening to somebody there. You're going through so much struggle, so much pain and all that kind of stuff. It's coming. But this is all about your future card, your process, your mind process, your thinking. And it's like, yeah, that happens to other people, not me. That's worldly thinking. And that's also manifesting it's not going to happen. You are keeping those vibrations low. You are keeping those vibrations at its all time. And the devil and all the negative energies and all the low vibrations are like, yeah, we're keeping her bounded. We're keeping him bounded. Yeah, let's keep stirring that pot. Yeah, you can't do it. No, you don't want to do it. I'm exaggerating, but this is true. This is how the energies work, the frequencies work. Negative in, negative out. You put out negative, go to work and find somebody that's really negative and nasty. You want to stay away from them if you've got good energies and good vibes. But if you're like, yeah, I hate this job too. Yeah, misery loves company. Stir that witch's pot. I don't know why I always think of a witch's pot. Every time I do this, you guys, I have this visual of this big black cauldron. It's nasty, and it stinks. All right, so I'm going to go to love and relationships. Now, this could be a love and relationship reading here. I don't think so. I think this is an internal reading. Something good is coming. You've got rewards coming. You've got 2 pages in here. This is going to create stability because the risk card is number 4. It's going to create either a new foundation, something new, something stable, a new calling, a new purpose, whatever it is. And you're going to have to think about it because that's your future card. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't think about it too long and too hard because you're going to miss out on the joy. It doesn't say happiness, it says joy because that's internal. You can't take joy away. You can't take joy away. You can take happiness away in a heartbeat. How many people are divorced? How many people are going through crappy relationships? That started out good. Yeah, you can take that happiness away just like that. It's like a roller coaster. That's world. Joy is not. Joy is like, no matter what, you can crap on me all you want. I'm still going to be calm and peaceful. You can talk bad about me all you want. You can do whatever you want. However, joy comes in the morning. All right, so let's do some love here. Love boat. And go from there. Because some people are in a relationship or looking for a relationship. Wondering if they're going to come back. I keep getting asked that question all the time. Are they going to come back? Are they going to come back? Okay, I'll take you. You turned up. All right. And there is a video on that for you guys. When you ask me if they're going to come back, that's what I want you to watch. Go on the playlist, type in when you ask me, and it'll pop up because there's so much to that. All right, so for love and relationships, now again, this could be a love relationship. It could be also a relationship there's 8 different levels of love. It could be a love of a friendship, a love of a pen pal, love of a coworker, love of, it's all different types of levels of love. Okay. So the winged wise ones, boy, that's interesting. Winged wise ones. Say that real fast. And it's ONES, ones, not ones, but winged wise ones, winged wise ones. I can't say it. Anyway, angelic help and miraculous aid. Okay. This is your card for this week. Winged wise ones. But it's angelic help. This is listening to the divine. And this is listening to your intuition. They're trying to bring you help in whatever you're going on with. Maybe it's communication, because we're still in this freaking Mercury retrograde till the 22nd. Next week is going to be great because we're going to be out of the retrograde. We're going to have a full moon and we're headed towards a new month. Yay. But the thing is that there's miraculous aid. Remember, I was telling you the story about getting the money at the end of the day. We saved our store and everything. Again, that's miraculous aid, but you have to have trust and faith in the divine or second dimension or a higher power in order to get that miraculous aid, as well as the angelic help. If you don't believe in the divine, then how can you believe in angels? I know people that believe or actually know how to do mediums, their reincarnation, but they all believe in a God, a higher power. And it's a one God and it's a one higher power. And it's like, well, how can you believe in that? But they don't believe in the religious stuff. As far as maybe they don't believe in the Bible, or maybe they don't believe in the Torah, or maybe they believe in part of it or whatever. However, you have to have faith and belief in a higher power. And for me, that's God. And I'm not afraid to say it. Okay. For that to happen, for whatever you want, and you have to ask, thank you. So divine saying, I will help you if you believe and trust in me, but I will only help you for your own good. So if this person in this love relationship or relationship is not for your good, and you ask and ask and ask, you're asking and he's not answering, then it's not for your good, or you just need to wait. God will give you an answer. He will say yes, no, wait. And wait is absolutely nothing. And if it's no, you'll see it. I did that with a relationship, 6 months back or so. I said, you know what? I really like this person, but I have a feeling you didn't send him. If you didn't send him, take him away. Boom, he was gone. Because he knew he knows my heart. I will get involved emotionally, and then it will cause me pain. So he's protecting me when that happens, okay? So yes, we manifest what we are going to want and believe in. This is the number 7, guys. This is the number about the potential of this relationship growing, but you have to have trust and faith in it, because it says bring love into the situation. The new moon of Aquarius. So remember, I talked to you guys about if you want love, you have to manifest it. And you have to know what that other person, you got to be selfless. You got to have that other person first, because you already know what you need and what you want. You don't know what they need and what they want. What's their love language? Do you know what their love language is? Do you even know what a love language is? Affirmation, giving, receiving, whatever it is, touch. Depends on what it is. And then where are you at in your love relationship? Maybe he's here and you're down here. Maybe you're down here and he's up there, and you're not even on the same page. This is bring love into it. And that's all about communication, guys. And let me tell you, when you take that risk of asking and knowing what they want, all it does is bring joy and closeness. And you've got the number 2 all over the place. You've got the number 9. You're almost there. You've got everything that you want. You've got celebration. You've got the sun. Okay. But the number 3 is saying, pay attention to this for your future. Acknowledge it for your future. Work in the now. Think of the future. Okay. Woo! What a reading. Wow. I didn't realize how long I went. So, but Virgos, that is your reading for this week. Now, if you've gotten this far, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate it very, very much. Appreciate you guys very much. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. You'll be able to see that new video, Picking Up the Pieces. You'll be able to see the new moon, or excuse me, full moon reading. I'm going to do that on the 22nd, probably at 11, like I always do, 11 kind of a thing. And then on my vacations I will be doing videos. There will be 1 week of pre-recorded, so there won't be a live chat, but that'll be the 28th through the 4th. However, I am going to be doing bonus live from Universal Studios and Disney World, so I hope that I can find a quiet place, a fun place, and do a reading for you guys. My daughter's like, are you kidding me? I'll go through withdrawals. I'll go through withdrawals, not being able to share with you guys. Anyway, it might be just, a collective one, but I do want to do that for you guys. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we're going to see you on the 21st. Get ready for a full week. We're getting that ready, that Mercury retrograde gone, and that full moon to start. We got some energies coming out and going in. We're also still in the Saturn and the Pluto retrogrades, guys, so we're still not out of the woods. There's still a little bit going on there, but not as much as the Mercury retrograde. So if you're going through some arguments and kerfuffles, dissipate them until after the 22nd. Try not to make big decisions until after the 22nd, because you could be making the wrong one, and I don't want you to do that. This is about your week of joy. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, 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 joy down in my heart. I'll talk to you next week. Take care.